Asa, the third king of Judah and the great-grandson of Solomon, is remembered for his devotion to God and his efforts to bring spiritual reform to his kingdom. His story is told in 1 Kings 15 verses 9 to 24 and 2 Chronicles 14 to 16. Asa ascended the throne of Judah around 910 BC, succeeding his father, Abijah. The kingdom of Judah was in spiritual disarray, riddled with idolatry and pagan worship practices inherited from previous reigns. Despite this dark legacy, Asa demonstrated a heart devoted to God, determined to restore Judah's covenant with Yahweh. In his early years, Asa initiated widespread reforms. He removed pagan altars and high places, smashed sacred stones, and cut down Asherah poles. He commanded the people of Judah to seek the Lord and observe the law. His reforms were bold, even extending to his own family. Asa deposed his grandmother Maacah from her position as queen mother because she had erected an obscene Asherah pole. These efforts bore fruit. The land experienced peace for much of Asa's early reign, allowing him to fortify cities and strengthen Judah's defenses. Asa's leadership showed that a nation's security rested not only on military might but also on obedience to God. Asa's faith was put to the test when Zerah the Cushite, possibly from Ethiopia or Nubia, advanced against Judah with a massive army of 1,000,000 men and 300 chariots. Asa, leading a much smaller force, cried out to the Lord in desperation, "Lord, there is no one like you to help the powerless against the mighty. Help us, Lord our God, for we rely on you, and in your name we have come against this vast army. Lord, you are our God. Do not let mere mortals prevail against you." 2 Chronicles 14 verse 11. God answered Asa's prayer. The Lord struck down the Cushites, and Judah pursued them as far as Gerar, plundering their camps. This victory solidified Asa's reputation as a king who trusted in God and inspired his people to do the same. After the victory, the prophet Azariah, filled with the Spirit of God, came to Asa with a message of encouragement. "The Lord is with you when you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you." 2 Chronicles 15 verse 2. Moved by these words, Asa renewed his commitment to spiritual reform. He gathered the people of Judah and Benjamin, along with others who had defected from the northern kingdom of Israel because they saw that God was with Asa. Together, they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord wholeheartedly, and their faithfulness brought continued peace. Later in his reign, Asa faced another challenge, this time from Baasha, the king of Israel, who fortified the city of Ramah to block Judah's trade and movement. Instead of turning to God as he had before, Asa sought help from the pagan king of Aram, Ben-Hadad. He sent treasures from the temple and his own palace as a bribe, convincing Ben-Hadad to break his alliance with Israel and attack its northern cities. The plan succeeded and Baasha abandoned Ramah. However, this reliance on human alliances rather than God drew the rebuke of Hanani the seer. "Because you relied on the king of Aram and not on the Lord your God, the army of the king of Aram has escaped from your hand. For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him. You have done a foolish thing, and from now on you will be at war." 2 Chronicles 16 verses 7 and 9. Asa, instead of humbling himself, grew angry and imprisoned Hanani. This marked a spiritual decline in Asa's later years. In his old age, Asa developed a severe disease in his feet. Even then, he sought help from physicians rather than the Lord, a decision that symbolized his waning faith. Despite these missteps, Asa's 41-year reign was marked by peace and prosperity, particularly in its early years. He was buried with honor in a tomb he had prepared for himself in Jerusalem. Asa's story is a testament to the blessings of wholehearted devotion to God and the dangers of relying on human strength. His early reforms and reliance on God brought peace and victory, but his later compromises serve as a warning that even the faithful can falter without vigilance.